A 2010 Saab 93 2.0 Aero convertible. Not the typical car that we work on in the shop, but this gentleman who's had a couple of Saabs before, I believe. I think he just did a Google search, found a shop. Unbeknownst to him, I own a few Saabs myself. But anyway, he found a shop, called me and wanted to bring the car in. He knew that it needed some help. And I know he wasn't expecting, perfection, but the car definitely needed some help. Now, let me point out also, not only is this not the typical car we get in the shop, that doesn't mean that only because it's not exotic or a luxury vehicle, etc. It's also usually cars come in, either they're classic and then need a major paint correction, or they're brand new and still need a paint correction and ceramic coating. But rarely will a car be a 14-year-old car where the owner usually is aware that the car will never look 100% again, but is still willing to pay to have it corrected up to a point, of course, and then ceramic coated. But that's what we did with this one. So there are still so many imperfections in the paint. There are chips, paint chips everywhere, old scratches that were fixed by somebody else. So too many issues going on that would have made sense to go into a more thorough type of paint correction. So we did what we could within the limits of what the owner was also looking to spend, because he definitely was not looking to spend the kind of money that someone else would necessarily have paid with a car that is worth way more. But needless to say, the car still came out looking really nice. I look at it and I'm thinking, oh my God, man, this thing needs a lot more work. But, if I remove myself from the way I would normally look at a car, I would say, you know what, the average person would look at this car and think, man, this car is 14 years old. Wow, that's pretty clean. And so that's the goal here, is for the owner, and hopefully the owner will have the same reaction. He hasn't seen it yet, but the goal is for the owner to be fully satisfied with what we've done. And that remains to be seen, but I'm hoping that he will be as happy with the car as I think he should be, or would be. I've never owned a 9.3 myself. I've always had 9.5, 9,000s, never a 9.3. These are a little bit different to me. I definitely prefer my 9.5s and my 9,000s over the 9.3s, but nonetheless, very nice car, very clean, and for 14 years old, it looks amazingly clean.